Good afternoon, everyone. I was glad to join all of you this afternoon, wherever you are, and would like to put the highlights on the technology and how it will be able to transform the future of healthcare in many different angles. I'll try to put in today's speech the focus on one of the uh, new technology, which is the blockchain, and how can it solves the problem or reduce the problem of drug traceability, and in particular for supply chain and for the drug administrations. As probably all of you know, the forfeiting and other challenges that faces the pharmaceutical industry is tremendous. Today, the pharmaceutical industry suffers from lack of transparency, difficulty of tracking products, lack of trust, and shipment of expired products. These are some issues that currently the pharmacy or pharmaceutical industry faces. And I will put in my speech the technology, how it can really help in reducing or helping the pharmaceutical industry to overcome this for better and safer patient healthcare. Before I start my presentation, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mustafa Hasan Qurban. I used to work in the IT industry for the past 30 years, in particular for healthcare. Currently, my role is the IT consultant for the King Fahd Military Medical Complex. And as I said, I'd like to today to put and emphasize one part of what technology can do to help and transform the healthcare industry. If we talk about healthcare industry, we will see that they are the current challenges that I have said that suffer the pharmaceutical industry faces is a lack of transparency in terms of moving the products from one location to another, difficulty of tracking and tracing these products, trust of products between the sender and receiver, which causes a big problem, which is the center or the focus of my topic today, is a counterfeiting. Counterfeiting causes many issues for the healthcare industry and pharmaceutical industry in particular. This is the overall picture. We have about 10% worldwide medicine are counterfeited, 30% developing in countries in the developing countries that they are counterfeited, and 50% of medicine purchased over the internet are from illegal sites. 9.8 million illegal counterfeit drugs seized during this inspection that happened in the European countries. So this shows you about the issue that pharmaceutical industry faces today when it comes to the counterfeiting or the fake drugs. So this is the picture that I'm sure no one wants to take this drug, which might harm and cause death. And according to the statistic, the numbers of harmed patients and incidents reported worldwide is increasing tremendously from, and probably it's about 1,000 to 1 million deaths being reported of the fake or counterfeited drugs. How this blockchain can help? We can, the blockchain, if we look at this picture, let me go back for a while. If we see this chain of drugs, starting point from the manufacturer to the distributor, then to the pharmacist, we hope it will receive by the patient safely. So what the blockchain tried to do is to make sure that the drug that is being manufactured by a legitimate source, it will be received by the patient without tampering or without changing the contents inside. So if we assume the blockchain, and for those who probably new for the word blockchain and doesn't know what is a blockchain, blockchain is a tamper-proof distributed database that stores blocks of information which is being secured via peer-to-peer architecture of networks. So that block cannot be understood by another person or another receiver without having the code which allows the receiver to understand the sender's code. It's like cryptography technology, which will not allow any person to tamper with. This blockchain technology, which I said is a distributed ledger, enables efficient and permanent recording of the transaction. So when the block moves from one block to another block, each block has the code which will send it to the receiver, and the receiver will send it to another receiver, and so on until it will be decentralized. So the whole content of the block, whether it's decoded or coded, will remain within the nodes. I don't want to complicate the architecture of the blockchain, but this is what I try to simplify it. It's like a chain understood by each party by address, which is being identified by the sender until it will be received. So if we see how the manufacturer manufacture the drug and then go to the wholesale distributors, during this transaction, the block of the transaction moves from the manufacturer to the wholesaler, then to the pharmacy or the hospital. In between, it will be there is a repackaging, and wholesaler or any other different transaction will take place until it will be received by the patient. This technology will confirm that the right drugs which has been manufactured will be received by the right person. So the patient at the end will make sure that the content of the drugs that he's taking is reliable, is not a fake or somebody tampered with, and it will be safe to be taken. So the advantage here, no one will be able to play or change the contents or the transaction that will take place. There are some advantage and disadvantage of this technology: very transparent, secure, and very cost efficient. No one can, as I said, change the transaction. And as simple as it sounds, but it has some hurdles or challenges, which both from technology point of view or from legal point of view. In terms of technology, as I mentioned earlier, the blocks moving from one location to another location, which may requires interoperabilities. It requires high storage, like big servers, big storage, and memory as well in terms of computer. Scalability. It is one of the issues that this technology is facing. Also, it requires, from legal point of view and perspective, standardizations, because, as I said, this is a secure transaction that takes place between manufacturer and to the distributors. During this transaction, no one can tamper with the ledger itself. So that also will impose an issue when it comes to inspect or know the source of the transaction and whether it contains some fraud or some illegal part of transactions. So this is an issue probably that caused by the blockchain. From the surveys that has been collected and distributed and collected to the pharmacist and the user, still, because this is a new technology, people that uses this kind of technology feels that there is a complexity of and user experience. It's difficult to use this kind of system. And again, as I mentioned, since there is it requires a standardization, it's also has a difficulty of lack of governance. These are mainly the highlights of pros and cons of using the technology. The technology itself, as I said, is very helpful. It's very promising to secure the drug manufacturing and distribution. It will reduce or eliminate the forfeit drugs that has been harmful to the patient, and those illegal drugs that has been manufactured similar to the original drug. By the way, this is not placebo, as some physician knows. This is the drug similar to the original drug, but it's a fake one. So in general, this is how this technology can help and bring a bright future for the drug industry and the drug manufacturers. Also, it can save millions of dollars that I just put it in the slide earlier, which can reduce this number. 550 million illicit drugs has been seized. 36% of anti-malaria drugs in Southeast Asia are falsified or a fake drug. So by using this kind of technology, once it's these overcome these issues that we're currently facing, like lack of governance and ability to have high storage and reduce the ledger size from the architecture point of view of technology, I think we will have a very bright future to eliminate or reduce these kind of issues that currently we have. Thank you very much for having and coming to my presentation this afternoon. I'm glad to be with all of you, and I hope this presentation will be informative and can give you some highlights about the future of the use of blockchain in the healthcare industry, in particular for drug forfeiting industry. Thank you very much.